If you're just tuning into the Late Show, you missed a lot.
How many? All right, hands up. How many actually watched the whole thing last night?
I did.
And then I couldn't sleep for another 2 hours.
Yeah, and I'm beat this morning.
Yep.
The trouble with hands up for avatars, I can't see your hands.
Well, I wave wildly at Howard Mortman every
I know. I heard.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. This is David's favorite. I'm careful about playing audio because I'll get the YouTube, the CBS.
I thought that was cute.
That's David's favorite bit that he does. He loves those cards.
The cards
that he does.
Yeah. But there is so much to miss.
Yeah.
But I did cancel Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Eddie, you said you already had you? Did you?
Yeah, I did it when he first was canceled.
Yeah,
I didn't want to give any more money to them.
Yeah, I'm running out to the end of the month that I paid for, and then it's bye.
Yeah,
and
it's
they asked why I canceled, and I told them
the replacement Byron Allen, that's going to go nowhere.
Yeah. He's paying.
Yeah, that's just a money deal. I think he paid them. They just sold him the time slot, is what it amounts to.
Well, yes, they are right. Colbert was expensive. There's no getting around that. Many writers and performers and everything were expensive. But for what it cost them, look at what he did for their reputation.
Yeah. I like the review. Blue in Dallas on Trail Mix this morning. Perfect reflection. This I so related to. Every day we wake up and try to go about business as usual, but things don't go to plan for weird reasons beyond our immediate control. The Pope won't come out of his dressing room because the hot dog rider and his contract wasn't followed. You're talking with someone you like, but there's an anomaly in the system that interrupts you. So I recommend this over on trailmix.cc this morning. You did a good job of summing it up. My favorite moment, I want to find the clip, is I love the dolphin when the dolphin was chirping. It was just financial difficulties, making fun of them saying that. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, it is true that they were losing tens of millions of dollars. I don't know how you do that, but one of the problems they had that CBS, and this gets back to their problem with streaming, that Paramount Plus hadn't worked out, so is both NBC and ABC have done a better job of monetizing the viral clips and so on the digital reformatting of the show into clips on YouTube. And I saw in Punchline they said that Today's show, that Jimmy Fallon's show, that they actually make more money in YouTube revenue with their clips than they do on the network advertising. Yeah. I mean, that's how times are changing. I mean, and CBS was not keeping up with that so good. Oh, we lost Boo for a second.
I got bumped off. Hello.
Hello. We're here.
Hello.
I'm here. I'm here.
I'm backstage. I'm backstage.
I've got you on add to stage. I set add to stage.
I don't know. I'm still backstage.
Uh-oh.
Like we can hear you. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, well, it says I'm backstage. I don't know.
Well,
okay. I didn't think I was here anymore. Okay.
Yeah, we just can't see your picture.
Oh, it says you're back. It says you're backstage. Only the host can see you.
Huh.
We can all see.
The host may add you at any time. So anyway, I didn't.
Well, you've been added.
Okay, I'm here. Okay.
Consider yourself added.
I'm talking about a gift.
I'm into the
here.
I went through the Eisenberg Rosen Bridge wormhole. That was a cool picture.
Here's French, the French. Hey, Winter, did you all catch any of the Colbert story over there in Germany?
I'd love to know what the ratings were since Fallon and Kimmel went dark for it.
It had to be. Huge. Had to be. But here's the French. I was going to take a risk, see if I can get past the copyright police. Here's the French public television station covering it.
And there it is. We have the curtain coming down on the TV host Stephen Colbert's The Late Show on CBS. Doug, a big moment for American television.
Going out with a bang. Paul McCartney turning out the lights on Manhattan's Ed Sullivan Theater. Look, the New York Times chief television critic, he basically quipped the end of an era, but maybe the era ended him being Stephen Colbert. When future historians look perhaps for Exhibit A, a singular moment as evidence of Donald Trump's full frontal assault on U.S. democracy, they might look no further than this moment. The final episode, the swan song, the cancellation by CBS, the owner of the Late Show, the network on which it ran for 33 years, 11 of which Stephen Colbert was the host. They might see this moment as sort of seminal, as a real marker in the media landscape under Trump. And why do I say that?
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think the other big moment to watch now is ABC's FCC lawsuit against the FCC over freedom of speech case. It's a pretty big case, and I think that'll be another turning point that might actually get us back to something like a democracy in our media if they can make headway with that case. But I was glad to see ABC actually go to court on the thing. Well, they haven't gotten to court yet because they got to do the administrative procedure first. But
I saw the reference that Kimmel made last night, though, in that taped piece, and said, "Yeah, a wormhole opened up at my show too for about 3 days, and then it just went away because everybody protested and boycotted."
Right. See, now there, you're always talking up you're always talking up boycotts and that, and I think the targeted boycotts are like that one is a good example of a targeted boycott that worked. The general strikes, I'm just not I'm not so enthusiastic about as having potential.
But
that one worked.
Springsteen had it right that it's the only show that has ever been canceled because the president couldn't take a joke.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Oh, dear Lord.
Do we need coffee?
No, just an hour ago, there is a Trump tweet. Big vote today, 38-1 in the Energy and Commerce Committee on a bill including the Sunshine Protection Act, which will be making daylight savings time permanent.
I thought all the Republicans left, though, didn't they? They're gone.
Yeah. Because they're afraid. Because the House pulled their old
executive order.
Yeah, Mike Johnson pulled them all yesterday and basically said we're not coming back until June. But I guess this was
because they were going to lose the House, the war.
Yeah, so this is interesting.
He did the same thing he did on the Epstein vote when they didn't have the votes to stop it. They just closed Congress, and that's what happened yesterday.
But Trump says there's going to be a vote, so does he not know that people are gone?
No.
Don't know.
Does he know anything?
Winter says Colbert's been offered a job.
Oh.
Over there in Europe?
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah?
Oh, this is actually from Mercado, and he said Trump is pushing to make daylight savings time permanent after the Sunshine Protection Act cleared a key House committee at a 48-1 vote. He's calling the twice-a-year clock change ridiculous and says America is ready for longer, brighter evenings year-round.
Well, because he stays up all night and sleeps all day.
Exactly.
Of course. Why don't we just make midnight noon?
Yep.
Let's make midnight noon.
Yeah.
It's just.
No.
Oh Lord, sundowners. Wanting somebody with sundowners.
I went and grabbed this, Blue, when you put that piece up yesterday on Trail Mix. I could not believe that story about this upcoming wrestling match on the South Lawn that they're spending $6 million on. I could not believe that.
So you can believe that there's going to be a wrestling match on the White House lawn, but you can't believe the price tag.
Yeah. They're building an actual wrestling stadium that holds 4,500 people, according to this piece that you got yesterday. I can't believe that. And
I've seen drawings of the thing. My God.
Yeah. 6 figures just to fix the lawn after it's over. I hope.
Yeah, it's at $700,000 to fix the lawn.
And then someday we have to pay for a state funeral. That just pisses me off to know it.
Yeah. I keep thinking about that because one of the protocols is presidents design their own funerals. There's actually a little small commission or something within the government. And before they leave office, they start having meetings and planning their own funerals.
But is he so egotistical and averse to the thought of not being here anymore that he doesn't?
I've wondered that.
You know.
Yeah.
But the UK does the same thing for the royals.
That
they design their own funeral.
But Melania would just put him in a simple pine box and roll him in a ditch or something.
Can you imagine if he was laying in state somewhere?
That's what worries me, that he's going to end up in that damn ballroom laying in state, embalmed for people to go tour.
Don't mind me. I'm looking up something.
Page can't be found.
I was trying to get that piece that you pulled up on that article about the
last night. Yeah.
About the ballroom.
Yeah.
And their site. I wonder if they're overwhelmed. Let's see. I'm going to try again because I just think this story has got to take off. I mean. Here it is. Yeah, no, try again. Get to the link. There it is. 4,500 seat UFC. That's the wrestling thing, or what?
Ultimate fighting. Yeah.
What do they just beat each other up with their feet or something? They just beat each other up with their feet. Is that what they do? I don't know.
I think they just beat each other up.
4,500 seat UFC arena built on the White House lawn. 4,500 seat. I mean, the South Lawn is not. I don't know how they're going to get 4,500. And for his 80th birthday, $60 million. And then here's what you're saying: 700 just to fix the grass that they're going to tear up.
Who got the contract to build the arena? Who got the contract to fix the lawn? And does it really cost that much, or is he just like shoving more money in his cronies' pockets?
Now they're saying here that the reason for the cost is producing the card. That's wrestling talk. I don't know what that means. Including fighter pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to get $60 million. And related fan fest events is likely to run 60. And then he says it's definitely not moving south. It could move north. So. Yeah. So I mean, people have got to get. Surely people are going to get worked up about this.
Yeah.
I mean, if the ballroom sounded ridiculous, this is even worse.
Yeah. Well, we know what to call about because I've already called about the slush fund. I did that yesterday.
Hey, Claire.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Did you watch Colbert last night?
I did. Did you guys already discuss?
A little bit. But we can always go back to it. Right now, we're getting our outrage going on Trump's upcoming $60 million birthday party on the South Lawn to watch a bunch of wrestlers beat each other up with their feet.
UFC fighting.
So ridiculous. UFC is just the perfect analogy for this entire administration.
Yeah,
Really.
you know what? I mean, that from the first day I went to cover a MAGA rally, I thought that is these people are just like wrestling fans. And the thing is, see that it's just like wrestling too with Trump. They know it's all a lie. They know it's a lie. They're just paying for the show. I mean, they know the wrestling is a lie, but they don't care. You know, they're just paying for a good show. Eggery's here. Republicans
Yes.
has cared about this kind of bull. Yeah, they used to care about this kind of wasteful spending.
That's what really baffles me about the MAGA folks is that these are the same people who would complain in the past about, tax and spend liberals and
And then, they always say, oh, it's good. We're going to pay for it ourselves. It's private money. And then we find out, no, it's not. I mean, it's like, then that doesn't happen. So were there any pictures of this stadium anywhere? I don't see
No.
No. I want to see what that's going to look like. I can't imagine what that's going to look like. Anyway.
Well,
so what did you think of Colbert there?
It was a good show. I could have done with a bit less of the whole wormhole bit. I really, really wanted him to completely go off on his last show with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. So
he kind of did that the night before with Springsteen on there.
Yeah.
But I already wrote my review. I think it was perfect, including Einstein Rosenberg Bridge wormhole thing. I think it was just perfect. And it's one thing. It's like whether you loved it or hated it, nobody's ever going to forget it because it's like a weird fever dream, kind of like the times we live in.
Yeah.
Well, and my thought was it'll clip well. It was designed in a way that lots of little mini documentary, mini pieces in it that'll clip out into viral stuff. That's one thing I've noticed about how they designed it. But I think maybe ABC's lawsuit gets a boost. Because I really think that lawsuit against FCC it could be a game changer in the legal front on these efforts to control these talk shows. It's got a ways to go. They got lawyers on it.
What was Colbert offered?
Oh, Winter said something about that. What did you say, Winter, about Colbert was offered something? Oh,
one of our hosts offered Colbert a job. I don't know whether it was a comedian or.
Oh, here it is. One of our hosts offered. Oh, I guess maybe those. Now you've posted some of your late night comics in Germany there, Winter. And is there any way? I hate to be just an ignorant American, but is there anybody in English over there that any of your comics and any of your late night comic, any of that do we got to just do captions, which I can handle all right. But I did watch a couple of them that Winter posted. They were pretty funny. That's why I got some of the ones on BBC too.
Yeah, he wanted a Chicago dog.
Yeah, that was a cute bit.
Yeah. See, that'll be a clip.
But I really love that Elvis Costello song, "Jump Up."
That was great.
I did too.
That was great.
Yeah.
You really got to hear Colbert sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's done that before, and he is a good singer.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to hang around long enough to see the movie he's going to be making.
Oh,
The Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do they
Yeah,
take?
here-
I mean, have they started filming already? I mean, and he's just.
He and his son were
I-
writing the screenplay together.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're,
So I
they're
don't.
writing
I'm
the
not sure that.
screenplay now.
Yeah, I figured that they probably haven't begun
They
writing.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about about 3 years before.
Winter.
I like that winner. We are literally heavily German leaning here in Germany. Okay, that's how you want to play it. You don't speak your own language. Go ahead.
I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm not leaving you.
Oh, you got to tell us about what the tea is and everything, because we like to talk tea.
Yeah.
And I tried that green tea again. I heaped it on. I can't get it strong enough. I like the black tea.
Yeah.
I'm using that Harney and Sons,
Mhm.
You know, Craig, I'm going to get some of the tea from the Mad Hatter and send it to you to try.
Oh, that sounds good. The Mad Hatter.
Mhm. It's called Royal Wedding Tea. And they did it for William and Kate's wedding.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think they did have. I did watch a couple with captions, Winter. I did, and it's just not comedy in particular doesn't work quite as well when you're having to read captions. But I do like watching the Europeans trash Trump. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I really like August Moon's Psycho Candy. That stuff, it's like pumpkin, and I don't know. It's just so good.
And well, here's what I paid for meat yesterday. That's the most we've ever paid for meat. Ever.
Oh my!
And last weekend, we paid the most for a tank of gasoline we've ever paid. That was $60 to fill up. What, about a 12, 14 gallon tank? But
Yeah, apparently now too, Rural MAGA is upset about Trump going to China and trying to open up beef exports because beef is so expensive here.
yeah,
It's they had the Argentinian tariffs on Argentinian beef, and now we're going to export our beef. And
Swaggy's here. Hey, Swaggy make no legs. Did Claire get back with it? What kind of tea you making, Claire?
So I have an English breakfast tea. You really don't want to get me started because I'll go on a rant about tea. But
we've done that ourselves many a time.
So I am
Welcome to the club.
black tea all the time. Don't give me flowers. Don't give me spices. Don't give me nothing. I don't even like Earl Grey because of the bergamot, and I cannot stand it when I go to a place and I ask for tea, and I say, "Do you have any just like straight up black English breakfast tea?" And oh yes, of course. And then they bring you Earl Grey, and I'm like, no. I just want tea, just tea. So that's a shortened version of my rant.
if anybody,
do you make it with least?
You might
Blue
like
tea
my Highland blend tea that
Yes,
I get from a Scottish purveyor.
yes. Scottish breakfast, Irish breakfast, English breakfast, all that. I will take it. But I will admit, I do put sugar and half in. So I'm not like, a Neanderthal or anything. But, well, no, maybe that does make me a Neanderthal. But I really, literally, friends have heard me rant about, I just want straight up tea.
and I love bergamot. I like loose teas, but for a tea in a bag, I like Stash, and Stash makes a double bergamot. Oh my gosh, it is so astringent and delicious. I love it. It's like drinking whiskey.
I'm addicted to that Blue sent me Claire some vanilla sugar. When Blue got me started on tea recently, and that vanilla, and I went through that, and I got another thing of it. Is that vanilla sugar in tea is really good. It's got like little vanilla beans in it and stuff.
That actually sounds appealing.
Yeah, it really is good.
I'll have to look for that.
I'm going to put a link over on Trail Mix for you to order my Scottish tea.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I will go to World Market and get Yorkshire Gold. I like Yorkshire Gold. And I'll buy PG Tips. I'll buy various ones from Ireland and England, but we've got some good ones here in America as well. So.
Well, they might sell it at World Market, but at least this way you can identify it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Who is it who's up in Minnesota? Is it Katie or James?
Katie.
Are you in Minneapolis?
Katie?
Are you in Minneapolis itself, Katie?
Katie.
She
has stepped away.
Okay.
I don't think she got. Did anybody give her a hall pass to leave? I don't
think so. You're gonna get demerits. Trail Mix demerits.
I told Winter I got green tea straight from Japan for my son as a souvenir. I got some Harney and Sons Japanese green tea. That's what I've been trying to, and it's just not strong enough for me. I just can't get it. The black tea, you're right. The black tea.
The only tea I didn't like, I got some gunpowder tea once, and it was like in the tea leaf. They're like wrapped up in little balls too. But it had a weird flavor to me. I don't know.
Now, Agri, are you making this up? Doctor told my great grandmother she's got to stop chewing tobacco, so she switched to tea bags. The last 20 years of her life, lived 103 years. Agri.
I remember Lucille Ball was chewing a tea bag, and there was like a string tea tag coming out of her mouth. Here's Lucy, or the Lucy Show, one of the ones in the late 60s, early 70s.
103 is my family record. I'm trying to beat it.
Yay! Do that. Do that.
I cannot find a picture. I'm determined. Oh, here's one. That's kind of a small. I can't get it enlarged. I'm trying to find a picture of what they're building on that stage. It's over on the right side. I want to find one. Bigger
are they building that thing already?
They must be. Oh, here it is. Okay, now see if you can see that. Look at that. It's going to be a 4,500 stadium. 4,500 seat stadium around this wrestling ring, and oh my goodness,
you cannot buy class. I don't care how many billions of dollars you throw at something, you cannot buy class.
I find that so vulgar.
Oh my god!
Look at this. This kind of puts it in perspective as to just how big it is. I mean, you can see. So that it's going to have, I see why it's going to cost so much. They're building a damn roof over it, like a temporary roof.
This is insane.
It has to be the octagon. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
They call it the octagon for those UFC fights. So it has to have something.
Oh my!
And that's what our tax-paying dollars are going.
Yeah, not for.
They're going to say, it's going to be private
donors. Yeah.
Donors, all that.
Donors that are getting government contracts, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the little beams above this thing and everything. Look at there. It's taller than the White House itself.
Right.
I mean, this thing is good God.
And I don't think they're going to get that many people there either. Sorry to tell you. We saw how his inaugurations have looked.
Well, UFC can build a crowd. I mean, they might be able to fill it.
I don't know.
How would they screen them?
UFC now shows fights in prime time on CBS on Saturday nights, and I feel like this is just all part of the same web of cronyism. You know, CBS, the whole thing. They're all just enriching each other.
Yeah. And UFC and Trump, you know, they go way back. I mean, that guy, his director of communications, that Chunig guy, he was former PR vice president for public relations for UFC. I mean, Trump's head of communications was head of communications for UFC before he got this job. So they have, and then the owner or whatever of UFC is, of course, real tight with Trump. Oh, here we go. James Friend is recommending Twinings of London. Now,
yep, that's a very good one.
Claire didn't like Girl Gray. Now, did you?
It's okay. It's okay. Twinings has the English breakfast, etc., so it's all good. But for the Earl Grey,
I get the British PG tips.
Yes. Yep.
I love those.
Yeah, I think you might have stepped away. I mentioned that I get Yorkshire Gold and PG tips when I go to World Market.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah, you left without permission.
My mother is starting to forget we have a live every day that I'm usually on. And so she called to tell me that she's going to be here next week. So, yeah.
Is she from out of town?
She lives 2 hours away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And
like we always say, you can drop in and leave mid sentence if you have to. That's okay.
I know, but still, she likes to sit and listen to me talk about stuff and give her input here and there.
So I was
wondering, heard some of the things she was saying when we were in Arizona about Trump in the background that you guys couldn't hear. She was just. So
I was wondering if you live in Minneapolis.
I live about 25 minutes away.
Okay, gotcha.
So when the ice stuff was going on, we felt it out here a lot. Not like in the epicenter, but we felt it.
Yeah.
And we had ice agents up here and stuff. And
Craig, is the National Guard still roaming around DC?
Yes.
I was last year in October, and it was just really a very jarring vibe.
Yeah. The thing that I have a dog park next to our house, and they for some reason would hang out there, and I would chat them up. I mean, they're not like marching around looking threatening. Right. They're wandering around trying to looking for something to do, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have anything to do, and of course they're just innocent in the whole situation, and I don't like it when people attack them.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, and I've chatted with them, and they're staying down here at a hotel that's $300 a night. I don't know what the government's paying, but and at one point, I don't know if it's true still, but at the peak, they were spending $1 million a day on the National Guard here in DC, just on hotel rooms.
Yep.
And maybe per diem, maybe the food. But so anyway, they've never left. They're still wandering around, but they're not quite as prominent as they were. But here's the thing: before they got ambushed and shot by that crazy guy, and I was thinking the way they were walking around, just like 4 or 5 of them at a time. It actually occurred to me, this is dangerous. I mean, you don't have protection. And there's all this hostility, and sure enough, like a month after that was going through my mind, watching some of them, that happened. And the guy just ambushed them and shot them and stuff. Well, and all that hooting and hollering that Trump did about they're heroes and patriots, blah 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 blah. Nothing has changed. Right. They're still wandering around in groups of 5 or 6, just like they were before. They're still just as vulnerable as they ever were. they did nothing about that situation. I mean, it's just proof again. And then the other thing I learned in talking to one of them, because I without prying too much, I was interested in the economics of this. I said, well, do you get extra pay for this? And they do. But what I learned through a little bit of questioning is what they're doing is before their extra pay kicks in, they have to be on duty for so many days. And what's happening is just before that time, they send them back before they have to pay them more money.
That's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that? Yeah. And they weren't really complaining about it or anything. And I was just sort of innocently questioning them about it, but I got to the bottom of and then I looked it up later, and sure enough, that's happening everywhere is their deployment is for a certain amount of time. And then after a certain period of time, they get extra pay, whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing he actually did with Marla, with his second wife. He did the same thing with his second wife, because he had a deal with her that if she stayed married to him, I think it was 10 years, then a big bonus would kick in.
Yeah.
So he divorced her just months before that bonus was to kick in.
And I think he has the same contract with Melania. Watch, as soon as he's out of office, she'll divorce him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be.
Or he'll divorce her because he's probably sleeping with one of his interns. Actually, they believe that's happening, actually.
Oh, the one who keeps him up all night writing social media stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to tell those National Guard when they were telling me about.
Yeah, I guess she's
I wanted to tell him, well, he's doing the same thing to you he did to his second wife.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Someone should tell her that some mushrooms are poisonous.
Oh gosh.
But now, have you guys seen any National Guard in your areas at all? Because I think they pretty much pulled them all back from everywhere except Washington. I think Washington's the only place left.
Ours are all up north fighting the fire, helping with fire stuff, because we had major fires in the northern part of the state. But I will say, I watched the veterans thing that they did the other day, where they walked through DC, and there was National Guard walking up and down the streets and stuff, and they were kind of, so.
How about this latest thing of pulling the security out of airports where there is a sanctuary city?
What? Doing what? I didn't follow.
Pulling the TS, whatever they call it at airports, the security people.
TSA.
Oh, the T something. Is it TSA?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Trump's saying that they're going to pull them out of airports that have sanctuary cities.
Oh, that's her. Oh boy, that's
and
they never stop thinking, do they?
Yeah, the airports got a little bit upset about that one, saying that it would absolutely destroy air traffic in the United States, because those are also hubs that go connecting to everywhere else, and not to mention, things could go boom if nobody was there checking for it.
Yeah. And the big local story here is Dulles is the clearing center now. This Ebola thing, I don't know what's happening. There every day there's like a little more news that makes me think it's worrisome. But now they're saying that anybody coming from that region to the United States has to go through Dulles, only Dulles, and because that's where they're going to have some sort of process for processing people that are suspected of having been exposed to it. I mean, so it's starting to reach here, that kind of stuff. I don't know. And meanwhile, RFK Jr. is nowhere to be found on this issue, of course.
Right.
He's talking about how nicotine's good for us. That's his new thing.
Well, I went and got one of my odd facts the other day. I just put it out there. If not a single child were born for the next 20 years, what would it do to the population of Earth? We'd only be down about 1 billion people.
Oh, really?
And needless to say, those kids are being born and they're still having kids, so we're well on our way to 9 billion.
9 billion.
And we got along on only 1 billion up until 1850. Cathedrals and all.
Oh, you've triggered me. 18, history. You've triggered me. I got this new thing now I want to do is I'm going back each day leading up to July 4th. I'm looking at what happened on that day. So today, May 22nd, 1776. Here's what I found. Oh, I got to do that thing where I have to remove something from the stage so I can add something to the stage. How's that work? Did I figure that out? Anyway, okay, I'll get back to it. What is this? Oh, I know. I got to change the layout of the screen there. Oh yeah, I got to change the layout of the screen, and then it works. Okay, here's what happened on May 22nd, 1776, and it's really a wild story.
43 days until July 4th, 1776, but the pre-show was an absolute dumpster fire. Today, 250 years ago, George Washington wasn't dodging British bullets. He was dodging smallpox. The road to independence wasn't a parade. It was a rolling panic attack. Hit subscribe as we track every brutal day between now and July 4th on the Echoes of America.
And do you know what Washington did? Because he needed his troops to fight, because they were bogged down in New York, and he didn't. And the smallpox vaccine made them sick.
They needed Hamilton.
He wouldn't let them get smallpox vaccinations so that they could fight. And he actually
ordered them to get it.
Yeah, but that was what was happening there in New York at the time. No, that was going on there.
I've watched Hamilton just way too many times, so I'm sorry.
See, I got the whole story.
Yeah,
here.
I agree. The problem with excess population, so people will keep buying stuff, is eventually there's way too much poverty to keep buying anything.
Oh, are we going to talk about Bezos?
Yeah, I'm going to get into him in a second.
Ah, okay.
But I wanted to get down to this. I thought I had the thing in here about what he did with the smallpox. But you're saying you think he actually ordered the vaccinations?
Yes.
That's not what I was reading.
One moment.
He was handed.
Let Jamie find it. Jamie is.
Anyway, that's what he was dealing with today. 250 years ago was a smallpox breakout in New York, where he was trying to get things pulled together and to get down to Philadelphia so they could have the big thing.
Okay, George Washington mandated smallpox inoculation for all soldiers in the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. Facing devastating epidemics, he issued the order.
But see, that's later.
Yeah, February 1777.
Yeah, see, that's later.
Yeah,
I'm talking about May of 1776 when they had the breakout in New York, and they had a battle coming up. See if you can find that from that was in May. That was in May of 1776. He was facing that smallpox breakout.
History of vaccines. Washington's war against smallpox. 17 smallpox.
He had some. He made some tough calls. That guy did. Washington did.
George Washington was intimately familiar with smallpox in 1751 when he was 19 years old. Washington contracted the disease during his only trip outside American mainland when visiting Barbados. The illness lasted nearly a month, leaving Washington with slight scarring, but providing him with lifelong immunity. So,
well, we got plenty of time to get to the bottom of that one. We'll come back to it. I'm going to look at every day what happened that day 250 years ago, but get back to Bezos.
More progressive. How about we start by...
Okay, I found the answer for you, Craig. Washington initially prohibited inoculation among his troops.
Yeah. And he actually punished them if they got inoculation. He made some tough calls, that guy did.
Yeah, because however, during recovery, which could take up to 5 weeks, patients remain contagious and temporarily weaken. Washington worried that inoculating his soldiers would leave them vulnerable to British attack. Yeah. So that was the reasoning. But yes.
Yeah.
It reached the point where
that's what happened 250 years ago today. Is what George Washington decided to expose his soldiers to smallpox to keep them strong for battle. We got somebody new here. Is this somebody legit?
That's me.
Sea dry. Oh, I recognize your avatar now. Here we go.
Yep.
I like sidebars. You're having a sidebar with Germany.
Yeah, I was just answering a couple questions that Winter asked a few minutes ago.
Okay, we got to the bottom of smallpox and George Washington. Now let's get back to something more on
the nurse and queens not pay taxes. Why is some?
Now, I don't know what's going on, but then Bezos did this long interview on CNBC where he really opens up quite a lot more than I've seen him in a long time. And I just think he's getting concerned about his public relations or something, but he's talking about, people under 75,000 shouldn't pay any tax.
So people talk about, making the tax system more progressive. How about we start by having the nurse and queens not pay taxes? Why is somebody at all? Why is a nurse in Queens who makes $75,000 a year paying more than $1,000 a month in taxes? That's $1,000 a month that could help with rent or groceries or anything.
Yeah,
and so, and by the way, do you know what that all adds up to? The bottom half of income earners in this country.
He has had Botox. Holy cow!
Yeah,
he has no forehead wrinkles.
We can find 3%. So
his mouth is the only thing that's
it's
really
a small
moving.
amount of money for the government, that, and really, and the more I thought about it, to me, it's kind of absurd that we're doing this. We shouldn't be asking this nurse in Queens to.
Now,
why is it always a nurse in Queens?
What is he up to? Why is he talking about no taxes for
2028? That's what he's up to.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What's his name?
Actually, I think he wants to. I don't know.
He's up.
He's donated a lot of money to Trump.
Yeah.
Well, at least they say it's to Trump.
Elsewhere in the same interviews where he talks about how he thinks Trump is more mature in his second term and
oh my god,
no, he's not. He's more childish.
It's incredible. Yeah, so I don't know what.
Someone was asking about how the World Cup attendance is going over here. They're actually getting quite worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
The reservations being married.
Well, I'm more worried about ICE taking people that shouldn't be taken.
Yep.
But that's one of the reasons they're having so few registrations so far.
The ticket prices are through the roof. That's number one.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I don't know. I think just from a geopolitical standpoint, it's going to be probably the most interesting World Cup in decades.
Yeah.
Wow. How so?
Well, I think that you're going to have certain countries who are not going to want to send their teams simply because of everything that Trump does. And I just think in general, you'll probably, even if the country is willing to send the team, I wouldn't be surprised if there are individual players on teams who are going to be thinking like, man, I'm just scared to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue's been talking about that she thinks that there could be some boycotts. And
the only people who are going to be able to afford the tickets are going to be the elite.
The millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Or their children.
Mm-hmm. And the transportation to and from. There was something on the news recently about, like, in New York, the train ride to get to Giant Stadium, they've like made the cost of the ticket be outrageous. Everything is just a big money grab around it. It doesn't make sense. I mean, wouldn't you want people taking the train to Giant Stadium rather than taking their cars? I mean, it just
yeah.
I don't get it. They should be running free shuttles for everybody just to
They should be, but
I did want to hop into the news. Congress just left town. The Republicans, they can't pass. The House was they couldn't get the votes to stop the war resolution in the House, so they just left town instead. And there's Dexter. And then my favorite set, and then they've stopped the ballroom, they've stopped the fund, and get back to ice skating. You know what happened yesterday in the Senate when they left town was that they did not pass the ice funding bill that Trump wanted.
Yeah,
they're so mad at him over the trust. So Republicans are fighting back. And this is my favorite senator. You all know Sheldon Whitehouse.
Love Sheldon Whitehouse,
don't you? I just love him. And he does these TikToks, these updates, pretty much almost daily. And he's having a good time with.
Well. Here we are on reconciliation, and not only did we blow up the $1 billion for Trump's corrupt $1 billion ballroom, but it looks like Republicans are blowing up the whole damn reconciliation over Trump's corrupt cop beater slush fund. So, oh my Lord, what a mess. But it's a good thing for America that the cop beater slush fund and the billionaire ballroom are just too much.
Cop beater slush fund. You can't beat that. Cop beater slush fund.
Lawrence O'Donnell was having fun with that last night. He was absolutely giddy.
Well, when John Thune is saying this is ridiculous,
right,
yeah,
that's what's scary.
Yeah.
Well, I love Tillis had the best line of the day.
Yeah,
Tillis,
he did.
North Carolina. He says, "Stupid on stilts."
Yeah.
Man, I wish we had 100 Sheldon Whitehouses in the Senate. I adore
Oh my God, yes. And you know, the thing about Sheldon is other senators, other Democrats, they love him, of course, and everything, but he really they get a little tired of him because he's a bulldog. You know, when he gets on something, he just won't let go of it, and he just badgers them to about, and he's always right. It's like he's always right, but he just will not let things. And sometimes he drives his own colleagues a little nuts, because he gets so carried away. And I love it. I love it. He's my favorite senator.
Yep.
I have an inoculation story. When I was in basic training in the Army, they made you take a plague shot, and it made me deathly ill, hallucinating and sweats, and I thought I was going to die. So when they gave me orders for Vietnam, they said, you got to take a plague booster, and I refused it. And they said, well, you're going to take this shot. We're going to court-martial you. I said, go ahead, because I'm not going to take that shot. They just said, oh, just forget about it. And they put me on the plane anyway. Empty threats.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because, okay, my grandpa was drafted for Korea. And he went in for his physical. And a couple of months earlier, he was a mechanic. And a couple months earlier, he burnt his arm on a motor. Okay. And he had this scab, like this big scab. And when he went in for his physical, they wouldn't accept him. They thought he had MRSA or some kind of big skin infection, and they didn't want him. And he's like, it healed within like a month. I could have gone. Wow.
A million stories in the Naked City about that kind of stuff, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. But then my other grandpa was in World War II and was actually a paratrooper from North Dakota. They took all these farm boys and stuck them in the Rockies, dropped them out of airplanes, and then they would ski down the mountain with guns. That was their plan.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yep.
My Memorial Day tribute is to my my ex-husband's dad, who died at Chosan in Korea.
That was cold. That was a cold place.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, where did you serve, Dexter?
I was in Vietnam. I was in I was in Kentucky, Texas, California, Washington, and also in Vietnam. I was in the Trang, and I was a medic, and the unit was the 6th Convalescent Center out of Cameron. Then they put me in a Jeep and sent me to this little outpost outside in the Trang, and that's where I spent most of my time.
How long were you there?
A year.
A year. Ooh.
That was,
was
a year.
Was that kind of like a mass unit?
Yes.
Yes.
It was exactly like that. That's why I didn't like that show, because I couldn't watch it until I went to reruns, because I used to all the fun they were having. I didn't have that much fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, I couldn't watch the John Wayne movie for years after that either, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like Hogan's Heroes, trying to make a German prison camp funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that was funny, you know, but that was Hogan's Heroes was different. But our unit, actually, we had helicopters, a helicopter right beside and actually I worked with a helicopter unit. That's why I actually flew on a few rescue missions when they couldn't find their medic or they needed another one. But that wasn't my main job. My main job was taking care of injured people.
Well, this May 25th is a double holiday because it's also Towel Day for those who like Douglas Adams.
Oh.
Yeah, don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Douglas Adams?
Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every May 25th. Yeah. Every May 25th is Towel Day.
Mm-hmm.
So just in case the Vogons start coming through to create a superhighway, be sure you have your towel with you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the way, yesterday I pulled the picture of that slave I was talking about with Howard yesterday. That's Paul Jennings. That's the guy that helps, that doesn't get the credit for helping.
That was Dolly Madison's.
Helping Dolly. He was 15 years old at the time, and he was their slave, the Madison. He was their house personal servant, and he doesn't get the credit he deserved. He's the one who carried the painting of George Washington out of the White House.
I put up the Wikipedia
Jennings
on the trail mix side. For his whole life, he had a fascinating life.
Oh, it's absolutely. He wrote a book about it. I mean, he was intelligent. I mean, he came to their attention as a slave because he taught himself to read at 50, and they didn't even know how. I mean, I think he was like a genius or something. And so he just learned to read, and suddenly there was this 10-year-old slave in their midst who knew how to read. And so they used him. They got him to teach their children how to read, and that's how he became so close to the family. But anyway, he was with Madison when he died. He was the one with him when he died.
Hey, Craig, are they going to have that Rolling Thunder, thousands of motorcycles? That's still going on in Washington?
I haven't heard about it. I certainly remember hearing it when they were here.
I was down there one year and we couldn't move for like an hour. They had we wanted to go up to the Roosevelt Bridge. We couldn't get near it. They just closed the road down, and every now and then there'd be a few motorcycles going through, and we sat there for over an hour just trying to move in traffic.
Oh wow! I remember the noise. Yep. Yep. And y'all may not know, I don't know, Jamie, you might know, you're our historian, but did you know that Dolly Madison was the first lady to actually have her photograph taken? That's her photograph. That she was the first lady
she would have to have been.
Yeah.
She lived long enough, you know.
She lived to, I think, early 90s. I think she's about 90 something right there.
Because it wasn't until the like 1850s that there were regular photographs being taken of people. Oh, and as a follow-up to the slave learning to read, you know, Vernon Jordan's biography is titled Vernon Can Read. So,
you know that story about the governor?
Right.
You know that story, how he got the title? Who was that governor, that racist governor that he worked for? He worked in the staff.
Goodness.
I forget. But anyway, he was serving them, and the governor started talking to him, and it turned out that Vernon Jordan said he was in law school, and the governor turned to his wife and said, "Honey, Vernon can read."
Yeah, he was a banker, and Vernon Jordan was his driver.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's our hour, and I was going to end up with some David Byrne. If anybody doesn't have any unfinished business.
Hope everybody has a wonderful Friday.
Bringing down the house.
Yeah.
Burning down the house.
I think we should burn it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a
All
pretty
right.
cool thing that he put on TikTok. I enjoyed, so I thought I'd share this.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your
So
day.
long, everybody.
Bye.
Adios. Mis amigos.
Make sure I got the volume on. Let's see. Look at there. That volume's not playing. Huh. Well, we'll just look at it. Can anybody sing the lyrics? Or
I can, but you don't want me to.
Well, in that case, we'll just go out. We'll just go out with Steve Miller's lookalike.
Are these the neighbors that you want in your city? No. These are the criminal migrants that Kamala Harris brought into your community. And as swiftly as they came, Donald Trump will send them back.
Und ehrt das Andenken dieser 7